Now I will go straight into my point. What is the biggest strength of the Rajasthan Royals? Two, I will say, two. First and foremost, you have Shane Warne back as mentor. Andrew McDonald and Shane Warne are best buddies. And we all remember what Shane Warne did to this team in 2008. No one fancied the Royals. No one. Yusuf Pathan, new star was born. We all remember what Shane Warne did with his available artillery. Shane Watson at that point, Sohail Tanveer at that point. All of us know this man is a magician. His brain in that think tank can do wonders along with Andrew McDonald for the Rajasthan Royals. Strength number two has to be Jos Buttler. Anyone who watched Jos Buttler recently against Australia will know what I'm talking about. Let me give you some statistics. Jos Buttler, unbelievable form. Second highest average as IPL opener since 2018, only behind David Warne. 14 games in 14 innings, 739 runs at an average of 61, strike rate of 159.6, 850s. Now, the kind of destruction that Jos Buttler can wreak at the top of the order can well win you games. And Buttler is one of those people who has the ability to just push the bar. And along with Buttler, the other real strength is the maturing of a certain Jofra Archer. If you have seen the way Jofra Archer was bowling against Australia, he was making Aaron Finch go back and back into the crease. Aaron Finch is one of the better players of white ball. He was never comfortable against Jofra to come forward. He wasn't. Even on a slowish two-paced Manchester wicket, Jofra was pushing him back. On his day, if he has rhythm, he can do havoc on his short ball. The way he used his short ball against a Marcus Stoinis, the way he used it against some of the Australians, David Warne, I'm sure it will play on Warner's mind. And when RR play SRH, it will be Jofra Archer versus David Warne, whether it is the Ashes, whether it is the one-day series, the white ball series. Think of the number of times Jofra Archer has picked David Warne. And David Warne for SRH is one of the most important members. So if I really think the strength of this RR side, it has to be the foreigners. I've already talked of Buttler. I've already talked of Jofra Archer. I have to talk of Steve Smith. Steve Smith wants to prove something as captain. And he's one of the greatest sort of cricketers of our era, not only in terms of ability and potential, but also here in terms of the heart. Someone who has seen that concussion innings, someone who's seen Steve Smith do what he did for Australia will know mentally there can hardly be an individual who is as strong as Steve Smith. That is the other big plus as leader for the Rajasthan Royals. Now, what is their Achilles heel? Their Achilles heel is actually their strength, Ben Stokes. Some of us feel he was the biggest strength of the Rajasthan Royals. But will he be available? Will Stokes come back from New Zealand after his father has been detected of cancer and be in the mental frame that you need a Ben Stokes to be in? When he left, and very rightly so, imagine if anything like that happened to us. Can you and I be in that frame? Can Ben Stokes be in that mental frame for the Rajasthan Royals? Will he come back in time? So their biggest strength might well be their biggest problem as far as the Rajasthan Royals are concerned. I think some other players you have to keep an eye on. Yashasvi Jaiswal, he was brilliant, highest scorer in the Under-19 World Cup for India. Real class act in domestic cricket. If you look at Yashasvi Jaiswal, he got a double-hundred for God's sake. Now that is real class act at this age. I am not interested whether his father sells a Pani Puri or not. That is not my concern. What is my concern is this man is extremely talented. The other person who I think will want a great IPL to open India doors is a Shreyas Gopal. It can well be a competition among leg spinners this IPL. Rahul Chahar, Mayank Markandeya, Shreyas Gopal, not to forget our usual ones, Yuzvendra Chahal and some of the others. So watch out for Shreyas Gopal for sure, because Gopal is also a very handy lower order bat. I've already given you Buttler's statistics. Shreyas Gopal, third highest wicket taker as spinner since IPL 2018 with 31 wickets in 25 matches. Very, very impressive. Best bowling rate in the same phase, 15.3 among bowlers who bowled in 20 overs. So minimum 20 overs, people who bowled. This guy has a really good strike rate in the same phase. Shreyas Gopal, watch out for Shreyas Gopal. So overall, good side, but I think what will hurt them is what has happened with Ben Stokes. Can a Butler, can a Smith, and can an Archer stand up and make up for a Stokes? Had Stokes been available, this quartet is perhaps the best foreign four in any team. Without Stokes, I still have my lingering doubts as far as the Rajasthan Royals are concerned.